我是新岛电台记者胡宪，我现在所在地方呢是在拉斯维加斯的 CES 展会。在 CES 的各种新闻发布会以及产品的展示当中，我们都不意外地发现 AI 也就是人工智能无处不在，几乎渐渐地渗透到了我们生活的方方面面。而且呢，在我们的现在硅谷节目当中，我多次问到了我们的科技界精英们一个相同的问题，那就是人工智能是否真的会取代人类的工作？人工智能是否真的无处不在？如果答案是肯定的，人类该何去何从？稍后呢，我们将为大家带来关于人工智能的分析演讲。
I think really what it comes down to is that our relationship with technology is, in a word, complicated. It's analogous to...
Sounds like my marriage.
Yeah, well, I was actually going to say, I think it's more like the relationship parents have with teenage children, right? We love them. Heaven help us. But, it's occasionally contentious, and it occasionally doesn't work out, and sometimes we're actually afraid of them. And we see the same thing with technology. We're in a constant state of fear on the one hand from what we don't know and what we're not sure of, and on the other hand, we tend to embrace it very readily. And that actually becomes sort of the pivot point for us, not just with AI, but with old technology. Right now, we can't pick up the business press without someone talking about some dystopian possibility of Skynet, of all these terrible things that are going to happen. I went back and I actually picked up the newspapers, and I was taking a look at what were people saying on September 5th, 1882. September 5th, 1882 is actually an important date. Well, it isn't. September 4th, 1882 is a very important day because that was the day when a young entrepreneurial inventor by the name of Edison, while standing on the corner of Pearl Street at the intersection of Fulton, flipped the switch, and he lights up a square mile of lower Manhattan, and he ushers in the electrical age. Well, people freaked out, right? People were losing it. On the one hand, people were saying, this electricity thing is going to come leaking out of the walls, it's going to kill everybody, and it's going to permeate the sidewalks, and I'm serious, this is what everyone was saying. They were terrified on the one hand, but then you had the other folks who were in the dark outside of that magical mile, looking toward the light and saying, what about us, right? We're being excluded, we're being left out, we want some of that. And we tend to see the same thing now with artificial intelligence. We tend to see that same sort of duality. We'll see some people who are afraid of it and who are concerned by the implications, the ramifications, and they are concerned with what that is going to do to employment, what that's going to do to us societally, what some of those things are that might be the occasion, while another, fortunately much larger segment of our society is looking at this as what it is, real opportunity. Because we tend to forget that's really what technology is about. Technology is about making our lives better. It's about removing drudgery, danger, boredom, those things from our life, and replacing that with mechanisms to be able to make our lives very, very much improved. So I think that's really what we're
I appreciate that. Later I want to ask you, I'll give you a minute to think about it, who's the Edison of AI? So just pontificate on that. Lynn, I'm really excited about your answer because I know you all even have a specific position within your company that looks at this. So excited to hear about
we'll
that.
come back and I want to talk about that too. So I would agree with JT, right? I think there's been a lot of press out there, take it back to 2001 Space Odyssey and how, right, and machines taking over the world. But the way we're looking at this is really trying to understand what are the things that machines do best, what are the things that humans do best, and really, and what are the new jobs and constructs that sit in the middle of this that are really where all of this change will happen. So there's things that machines do best, which I will never do well, which is tabulating huge amounts of information and doing analytics on that. I mean, machines are very, very good at that. And we have trouble, I have trouble at least adding more than 3 numbers, right? Then you take humans, and we're very good at empathy and being creative, thinking outside of the box, and those are things that humans do well. Really where we've tried to focus a lot of our research and thinking that we're seeing our clients do is, well, what is that in the middle, which we kind of call the missing middle, is we really haven't had enough thinking yet around what are the things that are going to be where machines can really augment humans, and then also where humans can complement machines. And the things around that Elizabeth's referring to, things where we'll need to be able to, train the machines and really be able to understand and not have it be a black box. That's part of where the fear factor thing, I think, comes in. Is not really understanding and being able to explain what's happening within the machines. We've always had amplification for a long, long time. You go back to Edison, I go back to my glasses or riding a bicycle. We've had machines that have amplified what we've been able to do as humans. I think what's happening now is it's becoming a lot more around being able to amplify your brain, and of course that's going to get into a couple of the the scary areas that we'll have to work through all of the the ethics and the compliance and kind of some of these new, and here we'll come back and talk about some of the new jobs that we believe that will be created out of that intersection of man and machine.
Corey, thank you, Lynn. In addition to your perspective, also I'm curious, because you're such an avid writer and columnist, what you're hearing other people's are. So I'd love two answers to the question, if you don't mind.
All right. Well, the first thing, you both actually just hit something which it didn't coalesce in my head until you were both talking, which is dangerous when you're on stage and things are starting to it's going to make sense or not. But the stories people tell around AI is actually very much like politics, in that really nobody cares about it, to your point. Everybody wants to hear about the extreme ends. And unfortunately,
I have not noticed that.
Yeah, right? And in anything in the world, the truth is always, it's never on either end. And so the fact is that there are probably some scary things that could be done with AI, and there's a lot of things that are completely harmless, and the truth is in the middle somewhere. To my point at the very beginning is that it should exist to augment anyone's ability to do their job. And it represents a democratization of technology to some extent, because it used to be that you had to learn a really complicated language to program the machine to get it to do something for you, which would then, quote unquote, save you time. But you spent a lot of time doing that programming to get it to the point where it could then do that at scale for you and for others. Whereas we've gotten to the point now where the machines have actually started to understand what you say to it, and now given it that is only going to be manifested in really simplified explanations, simplified tasks, it is enabling you to get your brain off of those simplified minutiae of tasks and get on to more complicated things. So in that aspect, it is augmenting your ability to do things on a daily basis. And that's the truth that's in the middle. That's the story that needs to be told in the middle. Because we're not necessarily going out, I think we're probably realistically 40, 50 years away from replacing people's jobs, potentially with the exception of taxi cab drivers. That's the only one that seems to be pretty, cognizant. I'm getting the hand wheel over here. But I think that...
Hold on 1 second. So respond to that really quickly. You did this on the taxi cabs.
Well, the taxi cabs is one of them, but we will be replacing hundreds of thousands and millions of jobs beginning almost immediately. We were already starting to.
But which kinds of jobs, and do you not think that it's not the entirety of the job they're replacing, it's a portion of the responsibilities that they then can go move on to other things?
I think that's true and not true. It's true that we will be replacing portions of jobs, but it's untrue that people are infinitely malleable, fungible, that they'll be able to go on to other things. And so what we're looking at is, remember, the most populous job in 29 states currently is truck driver. Truck driving jobs will be gone within the next couple of years. There's a number of other jobs that are going to be gone very quickly.
We'll come back to that. I just wanted to get the driver point.
Save up a very brief.
Yes, okay, we're going to come back to workforce, but I was just curious on that one piece.